This is the Caniac from App State. Now, remember me from a different blog. I am restarting a new one because I just kind of gave up on that after I was busy with school and work and, just normal day life. So, I'm starting a new one under the name of Caniac from App State because, well, that's what everyone knows me online as. I post on several message boards and read several message boards, and all under the name of Caniac from App State. So I've decided just to call this the Caniac from App State's Canes Report. So I'm not going to backtrack to the last time I did a vlog because that was over a year ago, and since then we made the playoffs and then missed the playoffs. So I'm just going to address the off-season moves and during the season, because that's when some of these trades happen, address them and keep us up to date about what's really happened in the Caniac world. Alright, first of all, we traded Nicholas Wallin to San Jose for a second round pick, and I believe either a 4th or 5th round pick. I forgot. No, we gave up a 4th pick and Wallin because certain things with extensions and that sort of thing, because Wallin had a no trade clause, so he nixed the first one. They redid the trade, and then we shipped off Wallin. Good trade. I guess the Sharks are really high on Wallin considering they gave up a second round pick. I've always liked Wallin. He's always been one of my favorite players. People expected way too much out of him, that's why they always said he sucked or whatever. But if you put him on the bottom pairing, he is always good. He does the physical nature of it. He's not supposed to be able to pass that well, shoot that well, obviously as soon as you see his points, but he does his job and he does it well. We traded Matt Cullen for Alexander Picard and a 2010 second round draft pick. Pretty decent trade. We got a project with Alexander Picard, and we also got a second round pick for Matt Cullen, who's got the playoff experience. He's a two-way center. He does a great slap shot from the point. All around a very good player, and we definitely got some good merchandise back for him. Next, we got rid of some extreme dead weight. Aaron Ward. I gotta admit, I was very excited when we first got him. I was just like, yes, we're getting that's what we could say, we're getting the band back together. Aaron Ward's coming back to Carolina, back where he lives now, and that he was going to play well. Well, right from the beginning, he sucked. I hated him. He was the scapegoat for this season, and rightfully so. There are videos online, 2 of them, you can probably look them up on YouTube, of picking and trying to pass to him, and he just wasn't playing the play right, and as well as a pretty funny one of him playing against the New Jersey Devils. I'll try to do this whole little annotations thing to try and link it up. And we got Justin Pogge back, who is a backup goalie, who will be playing in Charlotte this year. And we also got either 2010, 2011 4th round draft pick. I don't know which one. Not so much cutting dead weight. We got rid of Scott Walker for a 7th round pick. Very good. I like Scott Walker, so I don't think it's really too much dead weight, but he probably wasn't going to return, so at least we got something for nothing. And then one of my other favorite players, Joe Corvo, was sent to Washington for Brian Pothier, I don't know, the video game says Pothier, I think. Oscar Osala, and a 2011 second draft pick. Brian Pothier did pretty well for us. He got 1 or 2 goals. I think one was very in overtime. I don't remember. Oscar Osala, who is a forward from Finland. Of course, somehow we got to get all the Finnish players and create Team Finland in Raleigh. And we also get a 2011 second round draft pick, so we can make of it what we wanted to, which we actually traded away, and I'll address that. Then came the draft. We had ample amounts of draft picks. I think we had the second most. I think Florida had the most. And we're just ready to make deals, pick picks, what have you. The first overall pick, we picked Jeff Skinner, who played for the Kitchener Rangers. He had the most goals out of any of the players other than Taylor Hall, who was wound up being taken first overall, so that's pretty good. I was actually upset with the pick at the first because I was really high on Cam Fowler. The reason is he seemed to be a very good player. He was a defenseman, which is an area we need to address for the future. And he was American, and I like call it prejudice, but I kind of like to see more Americans playing hockey, which is the reason why I try to play as much as I do. I can't address the other picks because I don't really know much about them, but I would address the trades. We traded the second round pick from Washington in 2011 for Bobby Sanguinetti, who is a mobile defenseman from New York Rangers, and New York just gave up on him. And so he's decided to bring him in and hopefully turn him into something else that would be benefit. We traded for Riley Nash for Ottawa's second round draft pick that we got in the Matt Cullen trade. Yeah. Another guy who, both of these guys, Sanguinetti and Nash, were first round draft picks before, but teams just gave up on them, and we're just picking up the trash and hopefully turning him into something. Oh, I forgot. No, we traded for Jared Stahl. I forgot what we got. We got Jared Stahl, and I got notes over here, and I forgot to add him to my notes. So let's talk about the signing. So we re-signed Harrison. I hate Harrison. I hate him so much. And there's a reason why his number was 44, because he's twice as bad as Ward. Aaron Ward, that is. Do not like his playing. I don't like his defense. I don't like his nothing about him. Do not like him. So not gonna like him this season. I wouldn't be surprised if we waive him and send him right back to Charlotte, because that's where he belongs, in the AHL. All right, so moving on, we signed Carson. I liked him last year. He proved his worth, and I really wish that he was the first one signed over Harrison, because he definitely deserved it more than Harrison. I think he had a best plus minus on our team at the end of the season of defensemen. Can't remember. We re-signed Joe Corvo, so it was really cool that we basically rented out Joe Corvo to the Capitals, and then we got him back. He said that he liked staying in Carolina and that he was willing to sign for less and stay here. Which reminds me of someone who, I like to say that same talk, who really made me mad this year. Of course I'm talking about Ray Whitney. There was a trade for LA that we were going to get some pretty good stuff back for him, but he didn't want to go unless he got a 3-year contract extension. Now, somehow, for some reason, he believes that a 3-month, 4-month, how long the Kings were going to be in the playoffs, 3 months or 4 months away from his family was too long, or not too long, but it wasn't worth it. And that if he was going to stay in LA, he'd just move his whole family out there and get the 3-year contract extension. So LA would not give him that extension, so he said, no, I'm not being traded, because he also had a negative trade clause. So I guess Rutherford tried to listen for trades, nothing happened, so we just didn't trade him. And then after the trade deadline, Whitney sucked for our team. Then Whitney talked about how he would like to stay with us, and then come July 1st, he signs with Phoenix in the Western Conference, in the Pacific Division, just like the Kings. That pisses me off. He talked the talk, but he didn't walk the walk. Joe Corvo didn't even talk, and he did the signing with us. Alright, recently we signed Patrick O'Sullivan from Edmonton Oilers. The thing about him is that he is the first North Carolina boy to be playing in the NHL, I believe. Even though he was born in Toronto. Again, I believe he was born in Toronto, at least he was born in Canada. He's actually from Winston-Salem. And it's kind of like a Hank Hill situation with King of the Hill, where he's from Texas, but he was born in New York City because his family was on vacation in New York City. Same situation. His family was in vacation in Toronto, was born, thus he was born in Toronto, even though he's from North Carolina. And then we signed our first overall Jeff Skinner. I think Jim Rutherford was really high on this guy. He really liked him. He liked what he had to offer. So, signed him. He played alright for the first preseason game. I watched some of it. It was kind of hard. The stream was not that good. Literally did alright. He did great in the Traverse City tournament. So, that's one good thing about Skinner. I don't know where he'll fit in on our depth chart, but hopefully he'll do alright. Alright, well that's all I got for right now. I'll try to post as much as I can. Like I said, I'm in school, I'm working, and that sort of thing. So, also got a better camera for this. Instead of just a bad webcam, I've got a flip. Pretty cool. Alright, well, that's it for right now. I will talk to y'all later.